Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In the previous session, we have learnt about what are binary numbers, how they are represented, and the conversion among the number systems. So, in this session, we are going to learn about binary arithmetic, right? So, what do you mean by binary arithmetic? Arithmetic means it is a operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So binary arithmetic means, for example, first we will know what do you mean by binary numbers. As we all know, binary number system, there are only two digits, that is 0 and 1s. Using these 0 and 1s, we can represent any two digits from any number system. For example, we can represent any number from octal, hexadecimal and decimal number system using the binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. So arithmetic of binary numbers. So arithmetic of binary numbers, which means the operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So binary arithmetic operation starts from least significant bit, that is from rightmost side. This means whenever an example is given or a equation is given in terms of binary numbers, that needs to be started from rightmost side. Means you need to start adding or subtracting, multiply or division from the right side of the bit. So in this session we are going to discuss about the binary addition and binary subtraction, right? So first we will go with the binary addition. As we all know, binary number system only uses two digits, 0 and 1, due to which the operation of addition is very simple. For example, addition of 0 and 1 and 1 and 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 is very simple, as we are going to use in the binary addition. So there are four basic operations for binary addition. We will call those as binary addition rules. So first rule is 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 will give you answer as 0, that is answer may be sum. So next rule is 0 plus 1 will give you 1 as a sum. Next 1 plus 0 will give you sum as 1. Last rule is 1 plus 1. Here it will be some complicated. For example, we have only two digits, that is 0 and 1, but 1 plus 1 is will give you 2 as a result, but that 2 will be taken from the octal table. In octal table, 2 means it is 0, 0, 1. If you remember from the octal table, the value of 2 is 0, 0, 1. So for that we will take 0 as a sum and 1 as a carry. So using these rules we can write the table like this. That is, the table is having two variables for two inputs and one sum and carry column, right? So 0 plus 0 will give you sum as 0, carry as 0. 0 plus 1 will give you sum as 1, carry as 0, and 1 plus 0 will give you sum as 1 and carry as 0. And final one, last but not the least, that is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, that will give you sum as 0 and carry as 1. So these are the rules for addition of binary numbers. So we will follow these rules to solve any particular binary numbers, right? Binary number examples. So using one example, we will try to reflect these rules on the example. So we will move on to the example. So example is 1 0 0 1 plus 1 0 1 1, right? So we need to add these number with these numbers, or you can call it as a bits. So for your reference, I have taken table also to make the things easy, right? So first rule is we need to start adding from the right end of these bits. Right end is this side. So first is 1 plus 1. You can see here 1 plus 1. So from table we will see what is the sum and carry. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 means sum will be 0 and carry is 1. So 1 plus 1 give you 0 as sum, and 1 carry will be taken to the next level or next bit, right? 0 and 1 is a carry, right? Next is with the carry we need to add this 0 bit, right? 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1, that is 0 plus 1 will give you sum as 1, carry as 0, right? So the answer of 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1 is sum is 1, right? So 1 plus 1, 1 plus this one, that is 1 plus 1 is sum is 0, carry is 1. So here 1 plus 1 will give you 0 as sum and 1 will be carry, right? So next step, that is 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1, sum is 1, carry is also 1. 0 plus 1 is sum, no carry. So 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0, 1 sum is 1, carry is 0. So you will get the answer as 1, right? Next, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 will give you 0 as sum, 1 as carry. So answer will be 0 and carry is 1. Clear? And in the final step we left with the carry, and this carry needs to be taken to the next, means it will be taken to the answer level, that is 1 0 1 0 0. So this is your final answer. So like this you can add any binary number using the rules of binary addition, and using those rules you can solve any problem of binary addition. Now we will move on to the next operation, that is binary subtraction. The binary subtraction is performed like decimal subtraction. For example, decimal numbers, that is 1 0 to 9, 5 minus 2 is 3, 7 minus 2 is 5. Likewise, you can subtract the binary numbers also as we subtract in case of decimal numbers, right? So the rules for binary subtraction are as follows. As we have seen rules for binary addition, there are some rules for binary subtraction also. Rules are, first rule is 0 minus 0. 0 minus 0 is 0, will give you 0 as a difference, that is 1 minus 1 also give you 0. Next 1 minus 0 will give you 1 as a difference. Next 0 minus 1, here is the some different case, that is we cannot subtract 0 from 1, right? So to make this happen we will borrow 1 from the next value, right? So if you take the borrow, it will be 1, answer will be 1 and the borrow will be 1. So these rules will be depicted in the table, that is we have taken 4 columns, A and B as inputs, difference column and borrow column. 0 minus 0 will give you 0 difference and 0 borrow. Next 0 minus 1 will give you 1 as a difference and 1 as a borrow. Next 1 minus 0, that will give you 1 as a difference, 0 as borrow. Next 1 minus 1 will give you 0 as an answer and borrow is also 0. So this is how we can calculate any binary subtraction using the rules. So we will use these rules to calculate a big binary numbers, that is sequence of binary numbers, we will subtract those, right? We will use one example to represent these rules. We will go to the example now. Example is 1 0 1 minus 0 1 1. For your reference, I have taken the table here so that we can solve using this table, right? So first one is, we need to start from the right side of the equation, that is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 will give you 0 difference with no borrow, right? So answer is 0. Next is 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 will give you 1 as a difference, as well as borrow is also 1. That means we cannot subtract 0 from 1. So we will take 1 borrow from this and we will add this to, that is we will give it will give you as a 1 as a difference and 1 as a borrow. Next is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 will give you 0 difference and 0 borrow. So this will give you as a 0 answer. So 0 minus 0 will also give you as a 0, because we don't have any value for zeros, that is 0 minus 0 will give you difference 0 and borrow is also 0. So like this we can subtract any binary numbers from the rules of binary subtraction. As I was saying, this is same like subtracting the decimal numbers. How we will see this? We will see these representation in case of octal numbers, that is 1 0 1 is nothing but 5, 0 1 1 is nothing but 3. So 5 minus 3 will give you 2. So 0 1 0 is nothing but as a 2. So this is how we can cross verify any binary subtraction with the octal table. So hope you understood the binary addition as well as the binary subtraction. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is ones complement and twos complement. Ones and twos complement. So in ones and twos complement, we are going to use only binary numbers. We are not going to use any other number system like octal number, hexadecimal number or decimal number in case of complement. So in ones and twos complement, we are going to use only the binary numbers. So first complement is ones complement. Ones complement. So ones complement of binary number can be obtained by changing all ones to 0 and all zeros to 1. This means whichever the binary number is given to you, that number needs to be complemented, like the numbers or bits present in the equation needs to be changed from ones to zeros and zeros to 1. So we will see this definition using one example, that is we have taken the values of or bits of binary numbers, that is 0 1 0 1 1. So to make this as a ones complement number, we will try to convert from ones to zeros and zeros to 1. So this is, you can see here, 1 is converted to 0, 1 is converted to 0 and 0 we have converted into 1, 1 to 0, 0 to 1. So this 1 0 1 0 0 is your ones complement of 0 1 0 1 1. So this is how ones complement can be done. Next is ones complement subtraction. Now we have seen the subtraction method, right? So that we will use in the complement also, but in differently, that is subtraction of binary numbers using ones complement method allow subtraction only by addition. You can see here it allows subtraction only by addition. This means we will take two numbers for subtraction. The number which will be get subtracted, that needs to be converted into ones complement, so that the second number, that is subtraction value, needs to be added to the first value, right? We will see this using one example. Before that, we will see the method, that is ones complement method, to subtract a smaller number from larger number. The ones complement method is as follows. Remove the carry and add it to the result. This carry is called end around carry. In ones complement subtraction method, from smaller to larger method, we will get a carry. Once it is added, then that carry needs to be added to the, again it needs to be added to the result. So that carry we will call it as a end around carry. So we will see this using the example now. That is example of ones complement. We are going to subtract 1 0 1 0 from 1 1 1 1, right? So this is using the ones complement method. So we are subtracting this 1 0 1 0 from 1 1 1 1. So the whichever the subtraction value means 1 0 1 0, right? So this needs to be, means smaller value needs to be first converted into ones complement. That is, as we have seen before, ones complement, in ones complement we are going to convert ones into zeros and zeros into ones. That is ones to 0, 0 to 1. So we will write the complemented value, that is ones complement of 1 0 1 0 is 0 1 0 1. That is 0 to 1, 1 to 0. That is 1 0 1 0 to 0 1 0 1, right? So this is the first step. In the first step, we are converted ones complement of the smaller number. Next, we will add this. We will add one by one bits, right? As we have seen the binary addition in the previous slides. So we will try to add these now. That is 1 plus 1 is 0 will be sum and 1 will be carry, right? 0 will be sum, 1 will be carry. Next, 1 plus 1. You can see here 1 plus 1 is again a 0, 1 carry, 0. Next 0 plus 0, 0 will be answer and 1 will be carry, right? So that is again 1 plus 1 will give you 1 as a carry and 0 as answer. So we got the 0 for these two numbers, and 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 will give you 1 as answer with 1 carry, right? Next is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is again a sum is 0 and it will give you 1 carry. So 0 we got as a sum here. So 0 plus 0 will be 0, 1 will be carry. You can see here 0 is sum, 1 will be carry, and we left with a carry. We will take this carry downside, right? So this carry is taken here. So in the second step, we have added the numbers, this 1 1 1 1 highest number to the ones complemented lowest number, right? Once the addition is done, we will get the carry out of this addition. So this carry needs to be added to this result. The result is 0 1 0 0. To this result, we will add this carry, right? So we will take this carry here, right? We will try to add now. That is 0 plus 1 is 1. Next 0 is, we will take as it is, 1 is also as it is, 0 as it is. The answer is 0 1 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, right? So after adding the carry, we got the answer as 0 1 0 1 as a answer. So this is how ones complement subtraction can be done for smaller numbers to larger numbers, right? We are subtracting values smaller from larger numbers. So you can use this method to subtract any numbers in case of ones complement. Next is we will move on to the twos complement. So twos complement subtraction. The twos complement subtraction or a binary number can be obtained by adding 1 to its ones complement. This means, as we have seen in the ones complement, in ones complement we will try to exchange or change the values from zeros to 1 and ones into zeros, right? So in case of twos complement, first we need to convert the given numbers into ones complement, and for that ones complement we need to add 1 so that it will become twos complement. So we will see this using one example. Example is, we will take the same example, that is 0 1 0 1 1 of ones complement. So in this one we will try to convert this to ones complement, that is 1 to 0 1 to 0 0 to 1 1 to 0 0 to 1. So this is the ones complement of this number. So once we get the ones complement of this number, for this ones complement we will again add 1, means we will add 1 to the ones complement so that we will get the twos complement. So once we add the 1 to the this ones complement, that is 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 will be 0, 1 as the answer and 0 as a carry. So 0 will be taken as it is, 1 will be taken 1 as it is, 0 as it is, 1 as it is. So this is your twos complement of this number, right? The step is, whenever we want to convert into twos complement, first we will convert that number into ones complement. So once we get the ones complement, to this ones complement we will add 1 to ones complement so that we will get the twos complement in the end, right? So using this method we will try to solve some more example, right? First we will see the steps to solve, or a method to solve a particular twos complement subtraction, that is subtraction of smaller numbers from larger numbers by twos complement method. Method is omit the carry. This means we are going to discard the carry. That means in twos complement, after the addition of numbers we will get the carry. That carry needs to be discarded or omitted from the result, right? That means there is always a carry in this number. Means whenever we are going to convert from smaller number to larger number, we will definitely get one carry there. So that carry needs to be discarded or omitted, right? So we will see this method using the example now. Example of twos complement. So in this one we are subtracting 1 0 1 0 from 1 1 1 1. So this is the same example we have taken in case of ones complement. So this example is also can be used in case of twos complement also, right? So to make this subtract from this number, we will first take the twos complement of smaller number. That is, first we will take the ones complement of this, that is 0 1 0 1 of ones complement, and to make this as a twos complement we will add 1 to this, we will add 1 to this, and the result is, that is 1 plus 1 is 0 1 carry 0 1 carry. Next 0 plus 1 0 plus 1 carry is 1. So to that the digit 0 is added. 0 plus 1 is 1. Next we will take this as it is 1 0 as it is 0. So this is the twos complement of this number. 1010 is of digit which we needs to be converted into 2's complement, that is 0 1 1 0. Once we get the 2's complement of smaller number, so we got the smaller number 2's complement, then this number needs to be added to this number. So we will take this number first, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So to this we will add the 2's complement number, that is 0 1 1 0, right? So how we will add this? By binary addition, that is 1 plus 0 is 1, next 1 plus 1 is 0 as the answer, 1 will be carry, 0 as the answer, 1 will be carry. Next 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is nothing but 1 will be carry, 0 is the answer. So this 0 plus 1, 1 will be answer, carry 1. Next 1 plus 1 will give you a carry as 1 and 0 as the answer. 0 plus 0 will give you 0 as sum and 1 as a carry. So this carry needs to be taken down, right? So once we take the carry here, this carry from the answer or a result needs to be discarded. This is the carry. This carry needs to be discarded or vomited from the result, and final result is 0 1 1 or 0 1 0 1. So the carry is discarded, thus the answer is 0 1 0 1 in case of subtraction from 2's complement, right? You can use this method for subtracting the smaller values from the larger values of any binary numbers. So this is how 2's complement can be done. Now we will move on to the next and the last topic, that is logic gates. So before moving on to the what is logic gates, we will first check out, that is in the introduction section we have discussed about the logic circuits, right? That is we are going to use digital circuits for making the on and off of binary number states, that is off state, on state. To make that we are going to use the some circuitry, that is digital circuits. So that digital circuits needs to be built using the logic gates. Now we will see the what do you mean by logic gates, right? The building blocks used to create digital circuits are logic gates. As I was saying, digital circuits will be representing binary states, that is on state, off state. That states needs to be represented using the logic gates. Next, there are 3 elementary logic gates and range of other simple gates. We have 3 elementary logic gates, that is AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. And using these elementary logics we can build some more other gates also, right? Next is each gate has its own logic symbol which allows complex function to be represented by logic diagram. Whenever you encounter with a complex function in the program or a computer program, that function or a complex function will be represented using the logic diagram by taking the logical symbols, right? Using the logical symbols we will build the logic diagram to represent a complex function, right? The function of each gate can be represented by truth table or a Boolean notation. Means for each logical symbols or for each logical function we are going to write some truth table or Boolean notations. So this is how logical gates work. Now we will move on to the logic gates or types of logic gates that we are going to using for circuitry of logic gates. First gate is the AND gate. In case of AND gate, the AND gate has following symbol. This is the symbol of or a circuitry symbol for AND gate, and this is the truth table for AND gate, and this is the Boolean expression, means A and B. This is the Boolean expression for AND gate. Now we will see how the AND gate will work. That means we can take, I have taken two inputs here, you can take two or more inputs, bits, to produce a one output bit. Means I have taken two inputs and it will produce only one output, and you can also take two or more inputs to produce only one output bit. So how these inputs work now? We will see that using the truth table. That is, if both the input must be 1 for the output to be true, otherwise output is false. These two statements means the inputs, that is A and B, should be true, that is 1. The value of A and B should be 1, then only the answer or result of C will become as 1. Otherwise, if any one of the input is 0, if any one of the output is 0, then the result of AND will be is 0. That is, we will see that 0 and 0 will give you 0, 0 and 1 will give you 0, 1 and 0 is also will give you 0 as a result. But if both the inputs, that is A and B, is 1 1, the output will become as 1. So this is the case of AND gate. In case of AND gate, the result will be only true if the inputs are ones or true. Otherwise, it is false if any one of the input is 0 or false. Right? So this is how the AND gate will work. Now we will move on to the next gate, that is OR gate. The OR gate has a following circuitry table or a symbol and truth table and Boolean expression. Right? So as we were saying, we can use any number of two or more inputs, bits, to produce the one output bit. So in case of OR gate, the condition is if any one of the input is 1 or true. If any one of the input is 1 or true, then the result of OR gate will be true or 1. Only case if it is false is both the number or both the inputs should be false or 0, then only the result of OR gate will become as a false or 0. That is, if both the input are 0 0, then the output of AND gate will be 0. If any one of the input is 1, here 0 and 1, 1 0 or 1 1, the output will become as 1. So this is how the OR gate will work or operate. And you can see the Boolean expression here. C is equal to A plus B is used as a Boolean expression for OR gate. Right? So now we will move on to the next gate. Next is we will move on to the NOT gate or inverter. We also call this as a inverter. The simplest possible gate is called an inverter or NOT gate. One bit as an input produces its opposite as an output. That means if you give the input as 0, it will produce output as 1. If you give the input as 0, it will give you output as 1, 1 to 0. Right? So the symbol for NOT gate is this. We have using one input and one output, and the truth table is we are using one input and the one output, and the Boolean expression for the NOT gate is B A bar, means A bar represents the NOT gate. So you can see from the table that if the input is 0, the output is 1, and if the input is 1, the output is 0, means it will invert the input value. That is, if you provide the 0 as input, it will give 1 as output. If you provide the 1 as input, it will give the 0 as output. So this is something like one's complement, right? Complementing of a value. So this is how the NOT gate can be used. So these are the three different gates or a basic gates: AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. Now we will move on to the combination of or combining these three gates to make the different output, right? We will see now what happens when you add a NOT to AND gate. Means we are adding the NOT gate and AND gate. So as we have seen in the AND case, the result is 1. If the result of both the input is 1, the result will become 1. And in case of invert, if the input is 1, it will convert that into 0. So the Boolean expression is x is equal to a raised to bar. Means we will call this as a NAND gate. NOT and AND gate will combine together, will give you as a NAND gate, and this is the circuitry symbol for NAND gate, and this is the truth table for NAND, right? So we will see that NAND gate can be represented using the circuitry symbol like this. We will take two inputs A and B, and to make this NAND we have attached a symbol here, that is NOT gates. So the truth table is provide 0 0 as an input, it will give you as a 1, and if you give the 0 1, it will give you 1 1 0 1 1 1 as a 0. So as we have attached the NOT gate in front of NAND gate, so it will invert the output of AND gate, right? So in case of AND, it is only when the result will be 1 only when the input will be 1 1, but in case of NAND, it will be output will be 1 1 for all the cases remaining 1 except 1 1. So this is the truth table for NAND gate, and this is the Boolean expression for NAND gate. C is equal to A dot B bar. So this is how NAND gate can be represented. Now we will move on to the next gate, that is what happens when you add NOT gate with the OR gate. That is, this is OR gate and this is your NOT gate. In case of OR gate, if you give the 0 0 as input, it will give you the 0. Otherwise, if any one of the input is 1, it will provide you the output as 1. So here I am taking the simple example, that is 0 0, the output will be 0. If the input of the input is given as a 0 to the NOT gate, it will give output as 1, that is x is equal to a plus b. So this OR and AND will together, we will call it as a NOR gate. So this is the representation of NOR gate, and this is the truth table for this NOR gate. We will see that is we will take this as a circuitry symbol and this as a truth table, and this is a Boolean expression for NOR gate. So as we will verify this table, truth table, using the circuitry, that is 0 NOR 0 will provide you the 1 as a output, otherwise it will provide you 0 as a output in case of NOR gate. So using this gate you can solve any particular values or equation. Next is exclusive OR. This means exclusive OR gates are true if either input is true but not both. This means both the input should be 0 0 or both the input should be 1 1, then the output will become 0. If any one of the input is 1 0 or 0 1, then the output will become 1. And here it is a circuitry symbol for exclusive OR and truth table for exclusive OR, and Boolean expression for exclusive OR is A plus circle with a B. right? So we will verify the truth table using the circuitry symbol now. That is, if the both the inputs are 0 0 or 1 1, 0 0 or 1 1, 0 0 or 1 1, then the result will be 0. Result will be 0. And if the inputs are 0 1 or 1 0, 0 1 or 1 0, 0 1 1 0, then the result will be 1 or true for exclusive OR. This is how exclusive OR gate can be represented and taken the truth table, and Boolean expression can be written. Next is exclusive NOR. In case of exclusive NOR, it is the reverse of this gate. Exclusive OR is reverse of NOR gate. That means the symbol and truth table is represented here. So in this one, it will be a reverse, that is a NOT is placed in the front of exclusive OR. That means NOT plus exclusive OR will become exclusive NOR gate. That means we will represent truth table using the circuitry now. Verify that 0 0, if the results are or inputs are 0 0 or 1 1, you can see here 0 0 or 1 1, the output will be 1. If the inputs are 1 0 and 0 1, then the result will be 0 0. So this is how an exclusive NOR gate will work, and this is the Boolean expression for the exclusive OR. As you can see in the exclusive OR, A plus circle B, and if you place the bar on this equation, it will become as a exclusive NOR gate. So this is all about the exclusive OR. Hope you understood all the topics of today's session. Thank you for watching. We will meet you in the next session. Until then, stay in home, be safe, take care of your family and yourself, study well. Thank you.